And this is Ken Kraetzer at the Warrior Games at the U.S. Military Academy. I have a chance to talk to a veteran who's participating out of the U.S. Air Force. Maybe just say your name and a little bit about what you did in the Air Force.
My name is Israel Del Toro Jr., or most people know me as DT. In the Air Force, I was a JTAC, which means I called in the airstrikes. We're also known as TAC Piece, Tactical Air Control Party. And that's what I did for almost 8 years. Then after my injury, I came back as an instructor for the art indocs. So students that wanted to go AFSOC or special operations had to go through an indoctrination, kind of weed out the guys that weren't strong enough physically or mentally. And now I'm assigned at the Air Force Academy as a world-class athlete.
That's great. We're just at the Air Force Academy for the Army football game last year. Air Force played very well that day.
They did. They ended up winning, and they went into Commander's Cup for this year, for I think the second, third year in a row.
Well, we'll see them back here at Mikey Stadium in November. But tell us a little bit about what events are you involved with here at the Warrior Games?
Well, this year I did shot put and discus. They convinced me to run the 4x100, and I'm a thrower, so for me to run the 4x100 relay, but my team needed me, so I did that. Sitting volleyball, cycling, and I did archery. Another time, again, my team needed an archer, and I never did it. And I was like, I'll do it. I'll go out there and have some fun with it.
Just sounds like a military guy, does whatever your team needs help with. Now, tell us a little bit about how does participating in athletics help you recover from your injury?
Well, adaptive sports, especially when you first get injured, most of us we're athletic. We did sports. So when we get hurt, we feel like, can we still ever do sports? So when they start introducing you, it helps you get back out there instead of just sitting in your room or your house and probably hating life. But this way it gets you out, gets you around the guys, gets you playing sports, feeling like some part of you is still the same. So it's a very mental recovery and easiness back into reality, or back into the world as a person with disabilities now.
Absolutely. Now tell us a little bit about how's the experience been for you here at the Warrior Games at West Point?
Well, for me, it's been great. I've been part of the Warrior Games since it first started back in 2010. So I've either been an athlete or a coach. And to see it evolve to where it's at now, and to see actually some of the athletes when they first started out and where they're at now, is very rewarding for me, because I know I've been part of it for so long. And that's why I'm thinking this is most likely probably my last Warrior Games for me.
Oh, we got to see you back out here. Stay with it. But is there a message you have for fellow veterans recovering from different types of injuries or illnesses about how to move forward? You certainly have done so well through the Warrior Games in athletics.
Well, for me, what drove me was my son. So I tell anyone, servicemen or even civilians, like, find what drives you. If it's something your family, you're a friend, or someone saying you couldn't do it, hold on to them and light that fire so you can get out there and push forward, and never quit. I kind of use a more colorful word in between the never quit. You can imagine what it is, but just stay strong and finish strong.
Hey, that's great. Really, DT, from all of us at the American Legion, thank you for your service, and thank you for the inspiration you provide your fellow veterans to recover from their injuries and illness. It's great to see you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you guys.
Our pleasure, our honor. This is Ken Kraetzer at West Point at the Warrior Games for Sons of the American Legion Radio.